anything. Holy shit.
Nah, I can't do that. Come on now.
I do that all the time.
Come on now.
Dude, that's how you do it. You gotta do like a G thing.
Speaking of work and Santa Claus shit, I'm going into my old job. I just got a new job. I started in January, and I'm going in as like a surprise Santa Claus at work at the old job tomorrow. It's gonna be fucking hilarious. I'm gonna throw the shades on so nobody knows either. You know, with the beard and the shades and the Santa outfit.
Oh yeah.
How'd the stream go?
It was good, man.
What was your peak today?
We were at 200 before I turned it off.
God damn.
Oh, I can
think you
check
may
actually.
know.
I've record your shit.
Do you?
That's pretty fucking
Inadvertently, Chatty record like just keeps a graph of however long it's open. So,
Yeah, I think Nate went offline like 30 minutes ago.
All right.
no, he's streaming H1Z1, right?
Yeah, but not StarCraft.
Yeah.
All right, guys, and we are live.
Damn.
So, what the fuck is up, everyone? Thanks for joining us. We got some sick motherfuckers with us today for episode, I think it's 16. We got Juggernaut Jason, one of the coolest motherfuckers in Canada, and then one of the other motherfuckers who's also really cool from fucking Canada is UPATreeZelda, one of the newest members of fucking Psystorm Gaming, which is fucking tight as hell. So, dude, let's just roll into this motherfucker. Let's start with you, Sal. So, like, what was it like joining Psystorm? Like, how did that even happen? Like, tell us about it.
It was really simple. I had a friend that was on Psystorm, and I streamed a lot. And then I was like, "Yo, can I be on Psystorm?" He was like, "Sure." And then I became their token streamer, who was like really. I had almost no viewership at the time. Well, I had some plebs, you know, but then now we have twice or three times as many plebs, so a little bit more. Yeah, we're a little bit more of the token streamer. We've made it.
You're the token Canadian streamer, or what?
Yeah, pretty much, because like I wasn't good enough to even be on the C team. So that's a direct quote from my manager.
How long you been doing it now? Because I feel like I've seen your stream on Twitch for quite a long time.
I've been streaming SC2 for over 2 years, I think. 2 years. And then I think I finally broke like the 20 concurrents like a year ago. Like that's like the leaving of hell. Like as soon as you pass 20 concurrent viewers, like I've been streaming SC2 for over 2 years. I think you're not undetectable in the Twitch viewers. Nobody can find you.
Yeah, well, I mean, you've been pretty consistent with it too, right?
Yeah, I mean, I was streaming at least before like a year ago. I was streaming at least 3 times a week, but then ever since that, it's been like five times a week, with like each one being 3 to 4 hours, and then now it's twice a day, pretty much.
It's pretty legit.
Pretty straightforward.
Well, glad to hear it, man. Congrats.
Jason, though. It's important to put that out there.
Oh shit!
Wait,
Call out, huh?
What'd you say?
I said I have twice your passion. How do you feel about that?
Oh no, I agree. It's at least 3 times to be real.
Oh shit!
All right, well, that's sweet, man. That's like, I'm happy for you. And then,
Yeah, I'm kind of curious too, just on that, because I've seen your stream before and I checked it out a few times, but it's cool to see you end up on the team. But how long have you been playing the game for? Like ever since it came out, or has it been,
Release? I was not a Brood War kid.
All right.
I'm 100% SC2. So I've just been playing since it came out, and then like semi-seriously since like, I don't know, it's like a ballpark at like 2013, 2012 probably. Actually. But
Legit.
I was bad, and I'm still bad, and I'm proud of that.
That's right. Ain't nothing to be afraid of, huh?
No.
It is what it is.
same thing.
I think you're pretty damn good, but
I think he's great.
there you go.
Frosted Flakes. They're more than good. They're average. All right. Fucking moving on. So Jason, I wanted to ask you. So like, what was it like, just kind of being like nominated for Nation Wars, and then being like an alternate right now? I mean, that's like pretty fucking legit, right?
That was pretty cool. Yeah, there was like 8 people for Canada, and then they voted me in as the sub. So I'm not actually gonna play ever unless somebody gets sick or doesn't show up. But
Still, I mean, that's some pretty.
it still
fucking,
feels pretty good, man.
Yeah, it's like some high honors though. Like,
I advertise myself as the Canadian mostly, so it feels nice to actually represent Canada.
There you go.
What was
So who's all playing for Canada? Is Semper in there?
We got Semper, No
Semper,
Regret,
Scarlet.
and Scarlet. Yeah.
Okay.
What was the reason for not getting Moss in there? Is he not actually from Canada?
Some
Wait,
weird
did he
rule
not-
like that.
Hold on.
Okay.
Like
Did he not even? He wasn't even allowed to be in it at all.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Not for
He would have
Canada.
definitely tried.
So he has to be. You have to actually be a straight up citizen. Like you
I think
can't.
so.
There's
Yeah.
no residency requirements like WCS.
Apparently, there's some wicked echo coming off.
It's like more strict than WCS, huh? This is hardcore shit, Nation Wars.
Good.
That's surprising, actually.
All right, I turned the gains all the way down on my there. Hopefully that helps.
So he would have been for Korea then if they had to vote, right?
I guess
Like-
technically.
Yeah, because that's where he's from originally.
Yeah, but yeah, he wouldn't have definitely beaten out the Koreans they had.
No.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, it's a shame because you think of Masa, he's one of those kind of Korean, or not Korean, but the Canadian, stars out there. So that's a shame. But hey, man, it's cool if we helped you get in, Jason. So legit.
Yeah, I can't complain.
There you go.
Am I going the wrong way with the fucking echo? Did I turn it all the way fucking up?
Yeah, you turned it up a little bit. It's all good though. Yeah. So how long have you been playing for, Jason? I'm kind of curious. How long y'all been in the game?
Oh, I picked up Wings of Liberty like the day it came out, and then I've been streaming for like 3 years as well. So yeah, long time.
Okay, now
And then
no
how
one
long?
can hear me.
How long you been on the team for?
Fucking Ripperino.
I've been on Cray Squad since like September of 2016.
That
think
sounds
so.
wrong.
Maybe earlier.
When
I
was-
can't remember.
No, whenever Cheese was, no?
Oh no, yeah, before Cheese, like beginning of the summer. I can't remember.
When was
Been like
3?
It's almost been a year.
Yeah, that 4 months became a lot longer than 4 months. Really
Listen, fam.
fast.
So
I didn't come here to
2015,
get oppressed by Sal. I kind of.
huh?
I'm pretty sure that's exactly why you came here.
Yeah, that's fine.
You talked me into it.
Either way, we appreciate having you guys on. Did you have any questions?
How long have you guys been doing
Yes.
this?
No, our episode 17. We're doing it weekly, so it's been over 4 months now. And I swear it's not normally this kind of haphazard in terms of prep, but we've been a little bit busy because I've been moving, and it's the holidays and stuff. So, but we got that. We love it, and I appreciate the holiday spirit, Jason. You guys were, or you were streaming your hat out there on the channel today.
Yeah, don't worry. My stream's all about little to no prep, so. Perfect.
No, we're usually pretty damn organized.
Yeah.
Yeah. For that, but this is like kind of an off week, so I appreciate it.
Yeah.
You guys coming on and stuff.
Thanks
Anyway,
for having us, man.
Yeah, no worries.
Hey, man.
Yeah, so Zilly moved from Oakland
to
to
Oregon.
to Oregon. So now he's got this white shit called snow that he's never experienced before.
Actually, I'm from Northeast California, so we get a lot of snow. It's actually a lot like where I grew up, but it's it's always hard moving. It's a lot of work. Anyway, do you have any other questions, Toast, that weren't that we hadn't talked about?
Not at the get go because we'll kind of get into that shit. But yeah, we'll move into IEM. But I wanted to tell the story about how of why I didn't get to watch any of IEM. I watched like 2 games, and I got up to go let my dog outside, right? And I let him outside, and then I fucking heard some fireworks. So I heard 10 pops. And I was like, fucking neighbors, fucking goddamn it. So I look out the window, and there's an SUV driving off, and there's this guy getting out of this fucking car. He's just been shot, right? So this motherfucker's been shot, and he's limping towards my house. I can see him. So he comes to my door, and he's like, please let me in, please help me, please help me. So it's him and a buddy. So I get him in the house. He's bleeding all over. It's fucking insane, how much he's bleeding, right? And so I end up having to take off my fucking belt and using it as a tourniquet to wrap it around his leg so that so that he doesn't fucking die. And then it takes over 10 minutes for these fucking paramedics to show up to help to get this kid out of here. So after that, I'm still waiting. It's maybe midnight, and then the CSI finally shows up, and they're taking all their pictures, and they're all right, now you can go ahead and clean it all up. So then after all that shit, I've got to sit there and fucking clean it up. So
Which is, you already had a bunch on your knee. I remember that.
oh
photograph.
yeah, I should see a photo. I had a lot of his blood on me, directly and stuff, and people were like, "Why don't you put gloves on?" It's I don't know, because this guy was shot in my house, and I didn't think
It's like
putting
crisis
fucking gloves
management,
on.
you know?
Yeah. So I was like, what the fuck? Anyway, so the dude ended up living. It was cool. I checked his arrest record. He got arrested for a sawed-off shotgun in the stolen car. So the car that he was shot in was stolen. He had a sawed-off shotgun in there. He had an AR-15 in there, and then he also had a handgun in there. So the dude wasn't like an innocent dude, but still he was like at my door like begging for help not to not die. So like I didn't feel like I was in danger. But yeah, so the cops don't like help me clean anything up, so I'm up until like 3 a.m, like cleaning and shit. This is like on Wednesday, right? So like at some point, I tell my boss, I'm like, oh fuck, like I don't even remember what I emailed her, but I was like, yeah, someone got shot. Like I'm not coming in tomorrow. I know it's like she probably thought that's either like that either happened or that's the
worse
worst
than
excuse.
delegating my homework, right?
Yeah. So anyway, so like the next day then too, so we got up. It was like super late. Like we slept until like 5 in the afternoon, like me and my wife. And then we went out and got some food. We came back. We see that same fucking SUV that shot the dude, like slowly driving by, like checking out the area and shit. So then we had to call again. So like I've been like on high alert and shit. So like IEM was like not a priority at that moment in time. So that's my crazy true fucking story about how I didn't watch any of IEM.
That's mildly understandable.
Right? Like I could maybe forgive that. Maybe
As far as
toast.
reasons go,
Maybe
you're
forgive you.
covered.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, it's pretty traumatic. It just goes to show it's not where you live because you're in Minneapolis, right?
Yeah, Minneapolis.
Yeah, it's not what
So,
city,
and-
it's what neighborhood.
Well, no, it's not. It's not like and the dudes weren't from my neighborhood. It just happened to fucking end in my neighborhood. It could happen. It could have happened
Yeah, it
anywhere.
can happen anywhere. Yeah.
Yeah, it just happened to end in my neighborhood. So I don't know, crazy. Anyway,
Well,
we
we're
can
glad you're
move
here,
on.
man. Let's be real.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm all right. I'm all right, guys. We don't have to worry.
Yeah, but on to IEM. So things that are less, if you die
Less
in this, you
depressing.
just get eliminated. You don't actually die. So that's
Right.
cool.
Right.
I thought this was a really cool tournament. This was a fun one to watch for me. Obviously, kind of weird because it's right after the patch hit, and you got a lot of high-level players playing in this. Yeah, I thought it was really cool. Some interesting, from the group stages, we had done a little bit of predictions, and it was nothing too crazy. I think one of the things that stood out to me was Hero not getting through Group A. A little bit odd. Stats with some solid play throughout the tournament got through, and Innovation did. That's just kind of a tough group. I know we were talking about, that Group A and then Group B being a couple of tough groups to make it through. But Stats and Innovation, I guess it makes sense. Hero hasn't had the big results lately, but yeah, going down 0-2 was kind of sad for him. And Sue, I think Sue was one of the bigger stories in this tournament. In Group B, him and Trust made it out. You can say that was another kind of surprising one. And Zest going down 0-2 was kind of weird. And then, I guess we can talk about it later on in the episode, but some disappointing results in other tournaments as well. So a little bit of a weird upset kind of turn of events there. Trust had a pretty deep run too, so that was interesting.
Sal, these guys need to make sure that you're not being held hostage. Can you blink or hold up 5 fingers, please?
I held up the 5 fingers
Okay.
very subtly, but the blinking, I
Okay.
don't know.
Being held
I know.
hostage, what's the deal here?
Jason's in the other room, just like
That-
fucking got a gun on
That's
him.
trying to troll me. It's the story of my life.
Do you have a GitHub?
Oh shit. Well,
Bring it back. Who the fuck just said that?
He went there. Oh,
Yo. Okay.
it's over.
Interview is done.
Guys,
Out of here.
I don't want to tell that story.
All
it needs to be told. Let it go.
It needs to be
Oh
told.
my god.
Please
Am I
tell the
actually
story.
telling the story?
All right.
Story.
Yeah, this can wait. Let's go.
Okay, the GitHub story. Listen here, fam. We all make mistakes, okay? That's the story.
We all make mistakes.
Okay, so essentially, I'd been using GitHub as a public repo for myself. Nobody had found it.
Hang on, explain what GitHub is for people
Okay,
that might not know.
for all of the people who have no idea what programming is, here's what GitHub is. Essentially, if you do a lot of programming, occasionally things break. So you use GitHub you push out your code, and then it keeps track of all the changes so that if anything happens, you can revert to a previous copy. So the way GitHub is that it's kind of like an open source holding of all of this code, and I don't know, the trade-off is that you get free storage, except everybody can see your stuff. Like you can have copyright claims, but like still everybody can see your shit.
Right, nothing's private.
So you can't have a private repo unless you pay. That's a pretty fair trade-off. And of course, like I just started the full-time dream, and I don't have $100 a year right now. Or I shouldn't be sending $100 a year to GitHub. So I took a risk, okay? And I fucked up because I forgot to remove my auth token before I committed. So what happened was essentially some guy in chat was like, "Yo, this guy's a programmer." So he's like, "I should check to see if his GitHub's on, if he's got a GitHub." And of course, he found it because that's just how Google works. And then he takes my bot's auth token and starts talking to me through my bot. So he hijacked the bot. So my bot's like, "Oh hi there," and I was like, "My bot doesn't say oh hi there. Like, why is my bot doing this shit?" And then, of course, I was like, maybe somebody overwrote a command and put oh hi there, and it's like not a big deal. And then it fucking goes, "You want to play a game?" And I was like, "Oh shit!" Somebody took my bot.
Shit just got real.
I'm like, so I go onto Twitter and I'm like, "Yo, can the person who stole my bot?"
Oh wait,
please
here's
step
my part of
forward?"
the story. This is
Oh,
where I
fuck
come
off.
in, all right? So I come into his Twitch chat after his stream ends, and I just see this wall of text all saying, "Fuck Jason, this guy sucks." Literally just guys like walking Nazis, and I'm in the middle just standing there. So I'm like, so I go into Discord, I'm like, "Sal, what's up, man?" He's like, "Why'd you hack my bot, dude?" And then he goes on the Twitter asking once I convinced
Yeah, okay.
him.
So, and with all due respect, I had a pretty good reason. So I knew that Jason was developing his own bot, and he's also a comp sci-ish person, and I figured that he would be using GitHub, so he'd check, and then it lined up in my head, and the only person who would troll me that hard would be I just thought it had to be him. So I shot Jason first, and then asked him if he was in
I was the
fact
guy
the
that was
person.
on his front lawn bleeding, dude.
Exactly. It's like, I'm not letting you in. Like, I won't let your blood on my floor.
Right.
That's essentially.
I got no
Anyway, so the
gloves.
guy stepped forward, and thankfully, I figured out pretty quickly that it was not malicious, so it was good. It's okay.
Just good,
Just
clean
don't
fun, huh?
put things that are that have control on GitHub. Don't do it. Don't be me. Don't fuck up.
Good story. Good story. Okay, let's get back to StarCrafts because that's what the people are here for, I suppose.
Right.
So yeah, so then in Group C, we had Derek and Biel go through beating Classic and Jockey. I mean, that was pretty
Yeah,
much.
man, but Classic, I mean, those were some close games between Classic there. I was really hoping he was going to make it through just because
Yeah.
I'd kind of said, don't sleep on Classic. And he was right there on the edge of making it. And, Dark and Biel are pretty good players. So,
Yeah.
Classic's been right there lately.
Yeah. And then we had Group D, Maru, Beyond, Isanu, and Solar. I think Solar was a surprise there in losing 0-2.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest surprise of group turning.
Ayasanu
group
gave
round.
Beyond the hardest time. I think, did he actually win? I think he might actually have beaten Beyond once. That might be the -1 beside Beyond's name, or it was Maru. But Ayasanu's games were the best TVZs to watch for this tournament, I'm pretty sure. So if you want a TVZ highlight, it's Beyond Ayasanu.
Yeah.
The other ones were not that good. Jochy got owned, and Innovation Cyclone Hellion his way to victory.
Oh.
God damn, right? I mean, let's be real about it. We can talk about that as we get to the semifinals round. But it was kind of crazy seeing Dark versus Beyond. It was Dark looked really strong. Like his TVZ, I think with the changes to Muta and to Bane, it seems like it's even stronger. And I think that I was kind of surprised to see him going down to Innovation. But like you were talking about with the Cyclone Hellbat timing, that's just looking really strong. And Innovation's control with that is pretty damn impressive. And it looked like Dark was just having a hell of a time dealing with it. It seemed like it was almost like, I don't know. What do you think about that build, being a Terran player?
Oh, do you want to go first, Jason? Or
He definitely had the element of surprise to a degree, right? Because it's sort of still new after the patch, so whatever he does, a build like that, he doesn't really have many responses. Dark did, so all I can say is that give it another month. If he kept doing that build, that game might have looked very different, obviously. But
There were some different answers to it too. Like Dark was going for some of the early Ravager timings against at times, and it seemed like that was effective in some ways, but it seemed like it was all about getting to those Vipers, but a lot of times it seemed like Dark just didn't have enough breathing room to do it,
Yeah, the point of the build, you put a lot of pressure on them, and you don't let up ever. So
Yeah.
you got to be very careful with how you respond to it, and just wasn't the right responses from him. So
the obvious counter is Spire, but because your pressure is so heavy and you do it so much, there's no way for you to tech to Spire without immediately dying. If you try and 2-base Spire, you'll die. So you have to build something early, and if you build Lings, you die. So I think Roach Ravage was the only way.
yeah,
Because Cyclones are actually, for some reason, impervious to Zerglings, which nobody ever would have guessed.
yeah.
right?
that
Like
happened.
I remember seeing that at BlizzCon, huh?
Yeah.
It's kind of funny. It was like that for Dark. I mean, even his games against Beyond, it was like he was up against the ropes the whole time and never had any. There was never really any opportunity to go to Hive Tech, and it was, I think, like you were saying, the same thing against Innovation, except for not being able to get to that Spire Tech. It was just sitting there with kind of roaches and Ravagers the whole game and a little bit of Hydra. And yeah, I mean, I think Dark played pretty damn well considering that, like you were talking about, it's new. There's not a whole lot of information out there on how these guys are going to play, what the answer is yet. So I thought Dark was really impressive.
Okay, oh sorry. Another interesting tidbit about that. Like Innovation didn't do that on ladder. Like he's been streaming a lot.
Yeah.
And he didn't like he 2-on-1 I think every game if I recall. Because I watched his stream quite a bit. And so if you were trying to like read into what he was doing beforehand, you could not have watched the stream. And unironic, like in the same vein, when he played stats, at least the reason he 4-0'd him is because he's been running this like 1-on-1 Widowmine timing like 80% of the time. I know Epic in the Slashdom chat was saying that he actually had the percentages for how frequently Innovation did X build. 90% of the time he did this like 1-on-1 Widowmine into like three racks push. And then fucking in the
Like
finals,
proxy?
what does he do? 2-on-1 every single game.
Yeah.
And then a cyclone marine medevac timing like proxy. So he did exactly the opposite of like what he's been portraying for the last like 2 to 3 weeks since he's been streaming, which I thought was hilarious because everyone thought 2-on-1 was dead, like super useless in TVP. And he's just like,
Hey, man, I didn't.
Yeah, well,
And stats looked really good. I mean, against Mara with that build,
European
right?
kids.
Well, that's what Mara was doing against Stats in the first game that they had for this IEM+Nation, right? And Stats was holding that thing like a son of a bitch. So
Yeah,
it's interesting that
that's why everyone thinks it's bad
execute
because
so much better.
Yeah. Well, he did this version where you don't get the reactor, like for the medevacs. You only get one medevac and one mine, and then you go.
Yeah.
And to my understanding, the whole point of that build is to cancel the third and they have to go Stargate as well. Like there's this really weird meta-y thing that happens as well. It was
because Mara did with the double mine drop, I think, right? In the games I remember anyway.
Yeah.
And it seemed like Stats was holding that pretty damn well. So I mean, I was thinking that against Innovation, he was going to hold a lot more of a chance in that series, but pretty impressive by Innovation. And it's cool you were talking, but let's go back to that point about the Koreans and the streaming, because I think that's really interesting. With what's going on in Korea right now, a lot of the players having to stream a lot of their games, and that's been something that hasn't had to happen with the Team House. And it's kind of cool to see that those guys are playing the mind games with their opponents, even with having to resort to that sort of source of income and having to play that way on stream. So really cool for Innovation, and it's cool to see him be on top because he hadn't had quite the level of success that he'd had in the previous expansion yet with Legacy. But I think this new set of changes really plays well to his style.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it does. Because now we're like the Tankovac thing is gone and we're back to where Innovation shines, right?
Yep. I mean, he plays Terran a little bit differently, and I think we're going to continue to see him have some dominance with Terran, because I think we've seen Morrow and Beyond be those guys that are able to multitask and get bio thing done, but I think Innovation's got a little bit of something there that those guys don't in terms of understanding the mech.
Right.
Agreed.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much all I had for IEM.
You guys want to talk about Sue versus Beal? How many roaches died? If I had a quarter for every roach that died in that game.
I did not
watch. That's the matchup with the Zerg in it, right?
Yeah. It was actually pretty good. Those were pretty cool. If you're into ZVZ, definitely check out Sue versus Beal. It was a fun series.
All right, should we go into the Nation Wars talk?
Sure. Yeah, where do you want to start?
Well, let's start with Jason. No. What did you think of Canada's games today? I know that's not
what, sorry?
Of Canada's games.
I mean, they dominated, right? 4-0. I didn't actually get to catch the games live, so I can't commentate on them.
You didn't watch
I just saw the score.
Jesus Christ.
I know, right? I'm like supposed to be
I thought the Americans were bad.
I just retweet stuff and wear Santa hats. That's all I do.
Semper just crushed.
Did he? Oh, it was Semper.
Oh, yeah, he crushed.
I saw one of his games, he was up like 2-0, just like annihilating somebody, I think.
Yeah.
Hey, can we have some Semper Love right here? Because I love that guy. I'm
I
happy
love
to hear he did
Semper.
well in Nation Wars.
We're trying to get him on the show, but he's so busy with fucking school. The dude's like,
Tell him I will
He's in
literally
everything.
cut him, and if he doesn't come on here, and he'll come.
we'll
Yeah.
get him on. We'll get him on.
All right,
We'll
we
use
got
as
that.
leverage. We'll use that leverage. But yeah, so I mean, let's talk about. Okay, I think what everyone wants to talk about though is how does a 34-year-old Croatian guy beat Beyond and Zest?
Okay, so I can tell you how he beat Beyond.
All right, let's hear it. Let's hear
Okay,
it.
because
Let's hear the
he
theory.
had time. He had time to figure out the Cyclone Hellion shit, and Beyond did the Cyclone Hellion shit, and that's like all I saw from that clip was like a bunch of roaches and lings, and then a bunch of muta, and I was like, okay, so Cyclone Hellion's pretty dead, and like I'm not gonna use that build order anymore. Because some 34-year-old dude just meted the shit out of Beyond.
Team old guys rule, you know. I think that's definitely the answer because these new cyclones like tickle mutas, do they not?
They're awful. Yeah,
Oh,
they're
dude, Yeah,
terrible.
it's the tickle monster. dude.
Even with like 10 of
having
them,
centuries.
you'll be surprised if you lose to like 8 mutas. They're
I
just so
killed an
bad.
overlord once with 20, but it took like a minute.
Yeah, it took
Did
Did
you
you get the
Wow.
lock-on ability
I
for
had
the
to,
range?
Dude,
or
I had to
what?
get back
With
to
if you have cyclones, you cannot chase down speed overlords. There's just not happening.
So I was watching my stream. He's like, Jason, why don't you kill the overlord in your base with your cyclones? I'm like, dude, I don't got 5 minutes here. I want to go attack.
I got time for that. Come on.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
I know, man. It's like it makes that Roach Ravager push if you're going for mech, with it kind of tough to hold because you can't get rid of that high ground vision from the Overlord, right?
Yeah.
Um,
Even if
Yeah.
so, like you have to be aggressive with that build order. So Iceman chat's like, I thought Beyond lost because he stayed aggressive despite Zerg not taking a third. That doesn't matter. You have to close the deal. Like if that guy gets muted, you're dead.
Yep.
So like you have to just keep attacking and hope the other guy just keeps making units. And if he can actually stop you, then you will lose eventually.
Isn't it funny that that's the new like ZVT mech style? Like it's so different.
I love it. I love it, man. How mobile that is. I hate mech because of how slow it is. But watching the
Yeah.
cyclones and hellions run around the map, it's like Christmas.
I know, like when we were talking on this show to a lot of people about the proposed changes for balance, it's like everybody doesn't want to see the old mech. The old mech sucked, and if this is what the new mech is, that ain't that bad.
I'm down. I'm so down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cyclones are just the dumbest unit in the face of the earth, and I stand by that sentence. I will stand by till I die. The shot looks stupid.
Yep.
It rolls around like it just.
Even the Carbot
You know
version
what's
looks
funny?
stupid,
Like
right?
it has this
Yeah.
really sick animation where like when it locks on and fires something, like the top like opens up and shit, and it's just like, but you can't tell because it's just like this tiny little cylinder that just like expands a little bit. Like it just, oh god, that's my only gripe. Like the Thor is such a boss, and then you have this little tin can rolls around at you. I don't know, and then it's shot. I just can't.
Dude, tell it to
At least
me.
just like give it the animation or like how the Goliath looks, something like that, right?
Yeah, I mean that's what everybody
Have some
wanted. Like
creativity.
just take the Cyclone out and like put in a unit that actually looks like it's
I want my warhounds back.
I mean,
Oh,
well,
shit.
it was actually it basically is a Goliath, except for on like fucking tank tracks. Really, I mean,
it's
it's like the same
it's
thing.
a fucking Roomba. Nathaniel said it
a Roomba.
perfectly
Yep.
correct.
Roomba.
It's a
Yep.
Roomba. It looks like the vacuum.
It
that
looks like my
rolls around
vacuum
your
cleaner.
house.
It
does.
Just
I'm
rolls
serious.
around and vacuums up shit.
That's
So,
how I feel about it.
I mean, it could be. Speaking of Nate, I don't know. I guess the consensus from what you were saying is everyone was kind of pissed off that he even applied.
Yeah, a lot of people. Okay, so from my understanding, a lot of people are mad that Nathanius is in Nation Wars or submitted himself in Nation Wars because U.S. had a good chance to win. That's like, and so him submitting himself in there and like having his status like as a streamer and as a personality bring him up to the top was like silly, like why would he why would he hamper the chances of winning? And I think that's stupid. Like, why would you be mad at somebody because the requirements were be grandmaster and get more votes than everybody else,
Right. Be popular.
which he meets. So like, be mad at Nation Wars, who created a popularity contest, and everyone's just too mad that not other countries had popular people. Like,
How
I don't
dare
know.
you have fun, guys? How
Right.
dare you?
I know.
Yeah, we were talking about golf. It'd be like if there was a popularity contest for a tournament and Tiger Woods got voted in. It's like, well, yeah, what do you think? It's
What do
if
you
you're gonna have
expect?
people vote on
Yeah.
it, they're gonna vote him in.
Yeah.
So
Listen,
And
I'd
I
rather
think
Some
watch.
bet you
streamer
try hard.
on
You seem
Twitch
like that.
or on an SC Twitch got like he's in like top 3 every week. Like he got voted in. What a surprise! Like
Listen,
I
I'd rather
voted for
watch Nate battlecruiser the shit out of a bunch of Koreans than some guy 2-on-1 for the 30th time that week. You know?
Yeah.
There you
Well,
go.
and the
Third
thing was,
GG.
is he almost made it work. You know, like he didn't do that bad like in that first game.
Yeah, at least he's trying. I mean, hell, yeah. People always talk bad about Nathanius, but man, that guy has a lot of passion for StarCraft. So
Oh yeah.
I mean,
I thought he
just
did a
on
good
the
job.
point that all you have to do is submit a picture of being in Grandmaster and you're good. And like he is
fan.
good enough to be in. He's as far as
Yeah.
they're concerned.
So okay, let's take take a step back here for a second. Who else would have made it if Nate wasn't in there?
So there's like Neeb, Puck, and him, right?
was Pili eligible or?
No,
Billy Pili's Kazakhstanian, so
So yes, it's not. Okay.
he's not in.
I think Jon Snow is the sub, right, for US.
Yeah.
So
Even-
I
he
mean,
would
Jon
have
Snow would have been good.
Yeah.
I mean, but Jon Snow is like, okay, he's not bad, but like I would say like him and Nate, like they could probably like take games off.
Nah.
No, I doubt it. Like no disrespect to Nate, but maybe like he could get like 1 or 2, but I don't know if he could. I don't know. I don't think so.
Plus, I think Jon Snow is just more with the meta.
Yeah, he's on the meta, and that's like Nate. There's like the meta, and then there's like Nathanius. No,
And that's not wrong, right? Like he provides. I mean, it's
no,
great
no,
watching
no,
his
no.
stream.
You'd
It's
be the
super
first
fucking
fun.
one to
man.
agree with you.
yeah.
Hell
He's
yeah.
like, dude, we'll go Marine Tank Raven into Battlecruiser.
Got this, man. We got this.
Got him.
They'll never expect this.
And when it doesn't work, you get that entertaining, Nate rage.
Yeah,
so.
I don't even know who would have replaced him. But there were a lot of recommendations as far as I know.
Yeah, there's no doubt there would have been somebody that could have maybe been better than Nate, but still, people.
But you know
wanted
what?
to-
They got a hell of a lot more viewers for having Nathanius be in there. So
Yeah,
it is what it is.
exactly.
Yeah. Plus, Roddy loves casting Nate, so I mean that's
There you
I-
go.
see, I think
Yeah,
the
and where else are
problem-
you gonna get that?
I think the problem is honestly that the other countries don't have casters that are as popular as he is.
Yeah.
Because if every country had one person who was just as popular, it would have been fair because it would have evened out. Like there'd be like 2 pro players and like one caster per thing. But the real I guess the real problem for some people is that other countries had 3 likely to win players, and then one side gets the caster. I don't know. I think it's stupid, but
Right. I don't know.
Let's see. What are the games you guys kind of want to mention before we cover like the brackets for like
What's good, like for them moving forward?
any other games that stuck out to you guys?
I
Come to
didn't
mind.
get a chance to watch it, but I heard Kelazur was just raping shit.
Well, that's
Probably.
typical.
probably built
And-
Reapers.
Oh,
I
God.
wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, God, yeah.
I love.
Shouts out to
Kelazur.
Kelazur, man. That's awesome.
Can he just change his name to like Reaper Lord? You know, like we had like Marine Lord and stuff, like Reaper Lord. Like, come on. All the
Yeah,
time.
he built a lot of Reapers, man.
I love Reapers.
God, having 2 Terrans on the show at once. Jesus.
Jason,
Christ.
we watched him at the Kings of the North do 4 games. No,
I can't believe the
best is-
final.
Oh, you guys were at that?
final match.
it was a best of 7, and then three of the games he
Yeah.
proxy. No, it was
That
Yeah,
was
3 of the
fun as
games
fuck
he
to watch,
proxied
though.
through
Let's
Rex
be
Reaper.
real.
He did it like majority of the games, but final game, this guy like puts 3 barracks outside of Scarlet's base in the
Yeah.
final match.
Yeah, in the final match. So I don't think he opened a single time with something that wasn't a 3-rack Reaper or a 4-rack Snow Gas. Like, I'm dead serious. He proxied 4 barracks on Scarlet's side of the map and then
Yeah,
It
attempted
was
to.
fantastic too.
It
You
was
only live once,
beautiful.
right, boys?
Yeah, that was yes.
Yeah.
That
Yeah, I think that was the only other thing I heard about that tournament was that Kelazur was absolutely killing it. So
Yeah.
happy to hear that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's cover these brackets. Going into, I believe it starts tomorrow. And they basically, I don't know, it was kind of weird, like how they took like I think it was the last groups to
play.
they just like drew like balls out of the box to, like for the group.
Groups.
So in Group 1, you've got South Korea versus Brazil. That'll be like the first match. Calagod's got a like.
Oh God.
So
Well,
Rip Calagon.
Yeah, I guess that. Well, that was fun. You know,
Just
thank
after he
you.
praised him, huh?
Yeah,
Oh, that's a tough draw.
And goodbye. And then we have the homeboys, Canada versus Sweden.
Yeah.
So I think that'll actually be a pretty good match.
That'll be a good one.
Sweden's got some good players.
Who's playing for Sweden? They don't have. They must have. Isn't
We got
isn't
sort of
Naniwa-
Zamster and Hampshire.
Yep.
Isn't Naniwa Swedish?
Anyone doesn't
Yeah, I don't even think he submitted
Yeah,
himself.
but I don't think he would
Okay.
get the popular.
Because that's the kind of guy that would get like
No,
would
he'd
win
get
it.
the popular vote for sure. What the
You
fuck?
think
yeah.
so? Okay.
Oh yeah.
He's got a baby mama, you know. Everyone wants that. Everyone loves a love story.
Oh shit.
Okay, hold on. Quick tangent. Other
Quick
players
tangent.
would have been Bales,
Oh, dude, I would love seeing Bales in there.
Rays, Panda Bear Me. There's like State, Game Time. Well, I don't know about Game Time, but like Epic. Yeah, they're like those are like the top 4, I think. I just checked it like you like to see what other players were like top Americans. So I actually don't even think it's as bad as. people
Well, I
made
don't
it
think
out to be,
Bales could have even played anyway. So
Oh, maybe not. I don't know.
He's got school and shit.
Okay.
yeah, he's a busy guy.
All right, let's see. So then we also have Poland versus Italy. So rip Italy.
Yeah, rip Italy. Who's in on the Italy team? Rainer. Oh, okay. So basically,
Rainer,
Poland's gonna walk through that.
Who did they beat to get in the qualifiers?
Italy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, you know what? They beat someone. They beat someone decent. Who? Too. Let me go back and look.
Well, because Rainer's supposed to be really good.
Rainer all killed.
Oh, that makes sense. I
let me see
recognize
if-
Rainer. I don't recognize the other 2 names.
Here, let me see if I have it here. No, did he all kill? Yeah, maybe it did. Maybe it did.
China?
They beat China.
Was
Yeah.
it reverse all kill?
Reverse all kill. Yep.
Damn.
No way.
So,
Time beat their entire team, and then
Rainer comes.
he actually beat Rainer once too. Damn.
Yeah, he was the revive too.
Nice.
Oh, they.
They brought him back to life. Crazy.
Yeah, because I would have actually expected China to do okay.
Rainer's good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, but yeah, Poland's probably gonna
win that.
be honest with Laser Nurcio, Mana.
Yeah.
Yeah, between Nurcio, Nurcio and there's
Just Nurcio or Laser could probably just.
yeah.
Get out of here.
And then we have France and Mexico. So let's see. So France has got Marine Lord Droga.
Now, that's interesting.
Stefano Daishi. And then Mexico has
Jim Rising, Major, and Cham.
Yeah.
Yep. Those are 3 decent players.
That's pretty. That's like that could be pretty close. Like that could be pretty.
I still
fucking
give France
scrappy.
that, but that should be fun to watch.
Yeah. Like I think that's like.
Yeah, I give France that for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know. Major can do some damage, man. I don't know.
Yeah,
Especially with these changes.
I
you
mean,
know?
Cham's good too. These are people.
I can imagine Major being better than 3.8.
Yeah.
Cham's really
Cham
good.
is
but I don't
Cham's
know
really
if he-
good, but Major's like Major's scary.
I mean, Major went to Korea. He plays with Koreans, so
I mean, he's
damn good. In the next group we have Germany v Finland. So Germany's got the dream team of Showtime, TLO, Marine Lord, Lambo as a sub. Holy fuck, right? Like, oh my god.
That
That's a
is
good set.
stacked.
And then Finland's got Welmu, Cyril.
who else was it?
That's actually a good team. I don't know who and then Fuser. So I don't know who the Zhugi Lang was guy is. I don't know who that is.
Okay.
So,
No.
I mean, Welmu's good. Cyril's pretty good. So I mean, that's not that German team. I mean, like, let's face it,
like that's like
it's a good roster.
It's a good team. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why does Germany have so many good players? What the fuck?
It's nice having that depth too, you know?
Yeah.
And then we have the Netherlands versus Taiwan. We think,
But Haas,
You know-
man.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and the thing is, we always talk about it with that Southeast Asia thing. It's like they have such a different meta. It's hard to prepare for.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I don't know. Like Haas obviously is like the scariest, but I mean, yeah. But I mean, you get Hearthstone, you Thermal, Optimus. I mean,
Yeah.
that's a pretty good team. I found that I'm worried about Haas, but once he's gone, like I'm not worried anymore. You just know to prepare for like crazy ass shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, all right, then we have the good old USA. We got the Donald Trumps versus Ukraine. So,
God.
Glide,
This could
Democracy,
actually happen.
Haas, and Hellraiser.
So yeah, for who do we have for Ukraine? We got Bly Demaga and Kos.
I don't
That's
know,
a
Rick.
pretty good team. Like,
Yeah. I don't know. I think Neeb's gonna carry.
He's
Yeah.
one of the all kill, I think.
I mean, Bly's been playing pretty good lately, though. I mean, just kind of depends, I guess.
I've seen Demaga has been playing a lot too.
Is it?
Yeah, I know he has.
Am I wrong? Or has he not been playing like in much tournaments though?
Demaga? I haven't seen him play much at all, but in the last few months, or at least a couple months, seems like he's been back at
He's
it.
been playing a lot. Yeah.
Of course, some of it's been 2v2, so we'll see.
Right.
Yeah.
Norway, Australia.
Yeah, Norway, Australia. So Igas, Probe, Seether, Azure versus
Snoot
Norway.
and
Snoot,
what's his name?
Scythe, Solo, and then Every. Is that what it is?
What about the other good Zerg from Norway? He's not playing? Oh, what's his name? The bigger guy?
Not.
Who are you talking about?
Oh, sort of.
No, sort of. Anyway, but it sounds like he's not playing though. So
No.
I don't know. I think Australia has Igas is a good, decent player there, but Norway strong with Snoot.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Who do you? Okay, just looking at this in general, do you think Canada has a chance to beat South Korea?
Hell yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe if No Regret pulls out the dankest cheese versus Beyond Innovation, but I don't.
But
think...
they like know how he plays though, because he played over there for like a minute though.
Yeah, I was watching Beyond stream a while ago, and he played versus No Regret, and they actually had some pretty good games. And like No Regret actually took a game or two off of Beyond. So
Damn.
I mean, it's possible, but not likely. I don't think.
Maybe that was just to get his like
The
motivation.
question is, will Canada even beat Sweden?
Yeah, I think they can. I think they can.
I think they
Come on, man. Give yourself some credit.
Come
eh?
on, man. I think they can.
Yeah, probably actually.
I think my top teams to win are the top tiered ones. So I think Poland, South Korea, Germany, and USA. I think those are my top four.
Yeah, I like that Germany team for sure.
I think Nate's gonna all kill this next round though. Like I can just
Well,
feel it.
but two teams make it out.
Sir
from
one,
each
Sir
bracket.
two.
No, I'm talking about like all the way to the finals.
Overall,
Yeah, like that's just who I feel like. Those are my four, like my top four to win the whole thing. I just got a gut feeling.
Excellent. Well, it's kind of fun to watch either way. Is it? What time zone is it? Is it still in Central CEST?
it's the next one starts in 16 hours. So, was it
Yeah, he
6
said
a.m.?
yeah.
So
Yeah, no,
Yeah, I think
8
it's like prime time for Europe, right?
or 9 a.m. It looks like 9 a.m.
Is it 9 a.m. for us?
No, that would be like 12. I'm retarded. Don't worry about me.
Alrighty.
Math skills are
beautiful.
Yeah, so that's like
It's a
2
good thing
a.m.
I'm
for.
pretty, because otherwise I'd be dead.
That's right, huh? Well, that's the problem for Korea though, and I think that's part of the issue they had with this last time is it's 2 in the morning or something that ends up being like daybreak by the time they play the last game.
Yeah.
So a little bit, definitely European favored, but we'll see. It's always fun to watch.
I'm excited to obviously watch more. Like I don't know, between like all the different streams and stuff. Like I think Gauntlet did an awesome job with their stuff today. I mean, I always love watching their channel. They have like super good quality. And then
Yeah, Gauntlet was good.
And then once that was over, I switched over to the main one with Zombie Grub and Roddy. I thought they both did a really good job. I think they actually cast really well together.
Yeah, Zombie Grub did really, really well, actually.
You can tell they were both just like tired as fuck. Like I think.
Yeah,
I think.
they're standing.
Yeah. Well, like, and Roddy said he woke up at like 2 in the morning or something. And he's just like, okay, I guess I'm up. Like, fuck it. He's like super jet lagged. Like, oh well. But I don't know what the fuck's going on with this echo because like I've messed with shit. Like I don't have like any other.
Hold on, is it one of us?
No, apparently it's me, but I don't have like any other mics going. Like I've like fucked with my gain. Like
It's not in the Discord chat, so it must be in the recording chat.
I don't know. Like I've tried.
You're using a webcam on Skype, and then there's a different webcam on stream.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
2 different webcams.
One's a
Wouldn't it be
laptop webcam, and then one's.
Wouldn't be using the same mic, would you?
Nope. And I've got the Skype one muted anyway, even if it was using a different one.
Oh.
So, and then everyone just disappeared there because I'm stupid. Anyway,
All right, well,
I don't know. I'm sorry.
we'll get it next time.
I apologize. No, I don't have any speakers on or nothing. It's all coming through the headset.
That's
Well,
I don't know.
The only other thing I guess we have is general StarCraft news, and yeah, I've been moving, so I haven't heard anything.
We've had a couple things
You
announced.
guys, sorry, fellas.
no worries.
I had a dude get shot, so that's my excuse.
Yeah.
All right, Jason. Do you know of any interesting?
You heard anything cool going
StarCraft-related
on?
News?
Heard any rumors? Any dirty details on anything?
I mean, it's Christmas time. There can't be anything bad happening, right?
Christmas.
I'm so in my own world with streaming right now. I haven't keeping up too much, but
Anything cool happen in your stream?
I 2-1-1 this guy today and he lost.
Oh,
was
shit.
The highlight.
Any good salt we can talk about?
Salt.
I beat Sal 6 times yesterday.
Ooh.
I mean, he killed
I'm kidding. I love you. bro. No, we
we
had
played
fun.
customs and he won, and he's also like 1,000 MMR higher than me, and like now he's proud of it. Congratulations, you bully.
It's
What a
my
bully.
job to bully, dude.
Bully, bully, bully. Wow.
This is a no bully chat.
No bully.
No, that's what StarCraft's all about, right?
Bully. Okay, well, I don't know. I think if you guys are ready then, and I think if chat's ready, we should move on to everyone's favorite section of the show and move into our trivia. Ooh.
Can I win?
Okay, you can win.
Okay, that's all I needed to know. We're good. Let's go.
All right, there's been so we've got an extended trivia because normally it's only been like 3 or 4 questions. We're up to 10 since there's a couple of us this time, so I had to extend it, right? Some of these are going to be really easy, and some of them are going to be a little more difficult. It's all going to be based on either like personalities within the community or players. And there's a couple that are tournament based, but those are like if you can't guess those, you're dumb. So I'll just be blunt there. I'll just be blunt there.
Great.
Okay. So everyone, get ready. All right, now let's hear you. Now you have to make up a buzzer sound, so I know who's answering the question. So Jason, what's your buzzer sound?
Beep.
Okay,
Hold on. I
beep.
got this. Can I get a buzzer on? Okay.
I
Well,
was
let's
trying
see
to be
if this
witty.
works.
but
If I
just
can hear
came
it,
up
if
with
I can-
beep.
Trying way too hard.
I can.
Oh,
Sick.
wow.
I don't know if you can hit it fast enough though, but I gotta be able to hear it. So
It's okay. I got the YouTube link right here, bud.
okay.
Oh, he's gonna put it in through his other.
Yeah, because
here we
I've been doing
go.
that the whole time.
This
My
guy.
gaming PC goes to my stream PC via audio cable, so
Let's hear
everything
it.
that happens on one computer, you can hear it.
Let's hear it again.
On. There you go.
Maybe turn it up a little bit. All right.
Okay, let's try one more time.
Yeah, that's a
Okay.
little better. All right, Zilly, what's yours?
Pow.
All right,
That's easy, right?
so we got a beep, a literal buzzard, and a pow, and a pow.
Actual buzzer. Wow.
That literal buzzer. Okay. All right, let's start. This is going to be an easier one. Let's start off. Question 1, boys. Right here.
Okay.
Let me get the pen here. Let me keep score. Let's
All
get
right.
Jason. Get Sal.
I'm prepared to have 0, like the score I
Prepared to
had
have
versus
0.
Jason yesterday.
Perfect. Apparently, holy shit.
No, you play
At least
well.
you're consistent, huh?
At least you're consistent. Rip. Okay. So question number 1. What caster is a vegetarian and just announced that he's having twins?
Pow.
Ooh, I think it was Jason.
Whoa. It was Artosis.
Perfect. You are correct. That was pretty easy
I
though.
couldn't remember my beep. I was like, oh, God.
The hardest part of trivia is remembering.
Please remember your sound. Okay.
Okay.
So 1 point for Jason. All right. Question number 2. This player's name is a fart sound and was caught match fixing. So his name translated is the noise a fart makes, and he was banned for match fixing.
Oh shit. Who's gonna
Like
take the
he's-
loss on this one?
I don't want -1 point, so it's all you guys.
Do you lose the point if you get it wrong?
No, you don't lose a point.
Oh,
Oh.
I still.
Uh,
Answer.
All
I'm
right.
gonna go with Bibiong.
No, that's not the right pronunciation. I'm sorry, man.
Biong, the same guy.
Beep. What is Byong?
No, Byung is not it. That's like Beyond and this guy's name mix. Like you're
Okay, what is it then?
Zilly. You got a guess?
Nah, I got nothing. I can't think of a fart noise.
Okay, it's boom boom.
Fuck, you know what I meant, you.
Well, Beyond.
He was on CJ, wasn't he?
No, he was on Prime.
Oh, okay.
Maybe I would have gave it to you if you could have got that. But
Yeah.
all right, that's okay. No one wins. No one wins. No points. Byung and Boom Boom are not the same things. I guarantee it.
I
Today
thought
I
that.
learned.
Okay, I got. All right.
I'm sorry,
I'm pretty sure Byong was banned for match fixing.
That might have been that, but that wouldn't have been who I was talking about.
Shit, that was my guess. I
important.
knew it wasn't life.
It's
and I
okay.
knew it wasn't
Unless
Savior, so I took
that's
It's
it.
important.
okay.
We
It's
can have a
okay.
talk later.
Okay. It's all right. No one got the point, so we're still good. Jason's still leading with 1 point. Okay, question 3. This player is known for always having the backup warp prism. That was his thing. He's like, you always got to have the backup prism.
I want to guess, but I don't want to be wrong.
Yeah, do we get minus points for being wrong?
No, you don't. You don't get the minus point. But you can't guess again. He's not Korean.
I'm gonna guess and say, okay.
Neeb?
No, it's not. It's not Neeb.
I was actually.
Fuck
gonna
you,
say that too.
Skidoo.
How?
Oh, come on, guys. He literally says it all the time. Okay, Zilly.
Is it mana?
No.
All right.
Jason, you got to guess?
Steve Hearthstone.
Oh, god damn it! Why the fuck are you guys never get these? It's Roddy!
Backup prism.
It's Roddy! He's like, you always gotta have the backup prism. He constantly says that. He constantly says that. He's like, the backup prism, you always have to have the backup. He constantly says that.
Damn it,
How
Rotterdam.
did I get that wrong, guys?
Oh my god. Alright, chat, you're not helping these guys. Way to troll. Good job.
I'm not reading chat anymore.
Yeah, I'm not reading chat. That's cheating.
Okay, he used to be a player.
Streaming.
No, I think either way you could. No, that's fine. And plus, he still does play. He's played in some recent stuff. Okay. Let's see. All right. Question 4. This. Okay. If we're gonna get technical, this person doesn't play anymore. But this former player drove a Bugatti in a Kingston HyperX commercial.
Beep.
Jason.
Idra.
Correct.
Oh, that's bullshit.
Get fucked.
I'm pretty sure that beat.
Why are
came
some
in,
of these
but
so
you
much
know what?
easier than the others?
That's fine.
Because I have to. Apparently, I have to mix these in. I don't think they're hard. This one's pretty. All right, let's see here. This player is married to a former Miss Oregon.
Beep. In control.
Oh, I think Sal
I
got
totally
that
clicked that first.
one. Let's go, Sal.
I'll give it to Sal.
It's in
Thank you, Dave.
control.
You got
But
it.
like, you stole my thunder.
It's okay,
You-
buddy.
You fake
No, you're
buzzering
doing well. I
bastard.
want you to be close anyways, so it's entertaining.
Uh huh.
All right, we'll show the commercial at the end for everyone that wants to see that. I'll find it and I'll show it because it's pretty funny. All right, question number. Where are we at here? Number 6. What caster really likes hair but hates ice cream? Sal.
Wolf?
Correct.
What?
Get fucked. I watch Pro League, you bastard.
Oh.
He says a lot. Like every time they bring up ice cream, he says he hates it, and he says it reminds him of frozen mucus. And
It was the hair thing got me, but
And
I
the hair,
remember
yeah.
saying that ice cream.
Yeah, that's the thing.
He's like obsessed with
the
hair.
What the hell?
He's obsessed with hair. Like, or at least for a while he was. Like, he would
I
mention
was
like
thinking
every
Todd when
time.
he talked about hair.
Yeah, because he always comes.
No, Todd's obsessed with his own hair.
Yeah.
right?
All right.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Ready? So it's 2-2 right now. So Zilly with 0, Jason with 2, Sal with 2. All right, and we're on question number 7.
Okay.
How many tournaments is the GSL holding this year? Sal.
3.
Incorrect.
Oh, it's because there's more. There's an extra
Jason.
4.
Incorrect.
one. I trolled you,
You didn't
bastard.
even
Zilly.
get it right.
Yes.
Zilly, if it's not, if it's no, why would it be 3? Why would 3 be right the second time? He already said 3.
Oh, I thought he said 2. My bad.
Damn it.
Fuck, Jason.
It's
Put him down, boys.
Okay.
Oh,
The correct
is that
answer.
intentional?
The correct answer.
Ah!
Once I realized that 3 was wrong, I was like, "Fuck it, it's 4."
It's 5. It's 5. They're hosting it.
Holding
And that's
5?
it's 5 because there's the 3 GSL seasons and then there's 2 Super tournaments.
Yeah.
So no,
I
it's
realized that the super tournament thing as soon as you said it.
no,
was
they're
wrong, I was
hosting it.
like,
The GSL is hosting it. It's hosted by them.
Oh, okay.
So that was kind of a trick question. That was meant to be kind of a trick question. All right, question number 8. What energy drink sponsors GSL? Sal.
Hot 6.
Correct. It is Hot 6. All right, moving on. All right, so Sal with 3, Jason 2, Zilly still with 0. Jason, you could still come back, but you got to run the table to win. All right. What team won the first GSTL?
I'm gonna regret this,
Sal.
but it's Slayers.
That's not correct.
Pow.
Zilly.
MVP.
Incorrect.
Oh, I know who it is.
Jason,
No.
take a guess.
At this point, you can just fucking Google it. What the fuck?
I don't Google like you.
Okay, hang on 1 second. I got a controversy. 1 second. I looked this up, and apparently I might be wrong on this. And I might have to give it to Sal. So hold your answer.
No way, I'm right.
Hold your answer.
I'm going for MVP if it's not.
I already did.
Said that.
Oh.
Okay, well you gave your guess away, so good job.
I would have said I would have said I am.
Nobody's Nerfed, fam. It's all good.
All right, hang on 1 second.
No, it's not.
This is okay. Yeah, this says the very first one was IEM.
Yeah, the first one was I am. I should have
Yeah,
said
the next two were Slayers. So was IEM.
that. Rip me.
Okay, I just want to make sure because I swear to fuck that I read that. Okay, so it's still it's still 3-2. Jason, you need this one to tie. Sal, you just need either Zilly to get it right or just for Jason to get it wrong, or for you to get it right, really.
Oh,
All right.
Sure.
Who won the very first GSL?
Beep.
Pow.
Oh no, it was Jason.
Yeah.
Fruit dealer.
He got it right. Okay.
Oh, really?
He got it right. It was Fruit Dealer. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh
So
my
we're-
god.
So we're tied up 3-3. We're tied up 3-3, and I'll have to give me a minute here. I'm gonna have to come up with a tiebreaker question.
Shit, you bastard.
'Cause I didn't have one.
Stole my
I
glory.
didn't have one prepared. Let's see. No one in chat give me any ideas because they'll read it. I'll come up with something here real quick.
Listen, have you ever seen Friends?
Yeah.
Okay, you need to do the lightning round shit. Okay, because that is easily the best way to settle tiebreakers. Except we don't have an apartment to gamble, so this is kind of rough.
Okay. I know what I'll do. I got a question. I got a good one because all of you guys could know this one. So Zilly, you're out obviously because it's for the tiebreaker. What was the last team to win the GSTL? Sal.
Action Acer.
Yes, that is correct. Good job,
you,
man.
come on.
Good job, man.
I can
Pause.
see the reflection in your glasses. That's good for you.
Oh man, good job.
Actually, I could have answered that one because I did watch that.
That was pretty.
remember
That was
that.
pretty common. You guys all did pretty well. I mean, I'm. That was pretty.
Wow.
That's pretty much how I feel on the ones you guys didn't get right.
You had the teed up, didn't you?
You got it ready to go. But yeah, that was pretty fun. So your prize this week is you get an hour of coaching from Penguin. You'll have to talk to him about
Yep.
getting it though, because we have nothing to do with that.
Redeemable at any time.
Yep, you just have to go through.
Damn.
And get it.
Penguin coaching. I should get him to coach me, Taryn.
Yep. So contact Penguin directly, and he'll teach you any race. It doesn't matter what it is. He will make.
Yeah.
Good job. That's really all I had. Do you guys want to give your shout outs where these guys on stream can watch you and whatnot?
Who first?
You first.
Sal first.
Okay,
Swatzy.
that's the name.
New kid.
Okay, so yeah, you can find me at twitch.tv/UPATreeZelda. And
Oh wait, I actually did have one more question. Where does that name come from?
dear God, where's what?
Oh,
Where does the
name
name come
story.
from?
Oh no, can I do my shoutouts first?
Yeah, let's do
Yeah.
the shout outs.
Shout out to Psystorm. I love you, Psystorm. Shout out to Meonix, my gear sponsor, because they're fucking awesome. And I guess I would shout out Programmista, but I don't think they're technically sponsoring me anymore. Anyway, yeah. Okay, so name is simple. Okay, here's how it goes. I used to be under a tree, and I picked that name because I was a super angsty fuck, and where you do most of your philosophical musings is under a tree.
Okay.
I wanted it to be unique, also angsty. And then, so in Wings of Liberty, you couldn't have a username that was that long because I wanted to join a clan because you had to add the first two letters into your name.
Mhm.
And I was like, I was just unable to take out the E. Like, I just couldn't do that. So instead of like, just under with like no E, I was like, fuck it. So I changed it to up. So I'm up a tree.
Tree.
The Zelda part came from
love Zelda.
the first marathon we did. I do like a semi-annual charity marathon where we do all of the Zelda games. Like it's a 3-day long thing, and I wanted this channel to be only that. And I actually picked up this channel again for very selfish reasons because I was all like, "Yo, these guys, this actually has more followers than my regular channel." So I started it up. But I was streaming Zelda at the time. I was doing Ocarina of Time glitchless runs, so it made sense.
Makes sense.
So yeah.
All right, Jason, where does your name come from?
I was playing Call of Duty once, and there was a perk called Juggernaut,
The Juggernaut.
and it sounded cool because I was like 10 years old. So
Juggernaut Jason, got it.
And then your name is Jason?
yeah, so
What a
you
turn
know,
of events.
Holy shit!
Wow.
the coincidence is just the stars aligned.
The contrast between these names.
Sal, I always thought your name was Zelda. I was just super confused.
Wow.
No, I'm just kidding. That's not a true story. Not a true story. Okay, Jason, where can everyone watch you at?
Twitch.tv/JuggernautJason is where you can find me. Thanks to Cray Squad, the only people to love me, other than my subs. Yeah,
And
that's my
We
Twitch,
love you.
because they gave
Hey, what about Twitter? Y'all got that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Twitter.com/Twitsdeny.
Juggernaut Jason.
There you go.
Juggernaut SC2, yeah.
Juggernaut SC2.
Oh, really? It's not even. Oh, wow.
No,
And then
thank
Sal's yours is what? Up a tree?
Yeah, UPATreeZelda.
Is it up a tree? Okay, got it. Up a tree.
I don't think it's UPATree. Is it?
I think it
Shit.
is. I think it's up a tree. Or is it up a tree?
No, that's like my
Oh, that's
actual
your name.
handle is UPATreeZelda. Yeah.
Got it. Okay, perfect. Up a tree. Everyone, appreciate you guys watching today. Thank you to our newest. I don't know how to say it because they don't sponsor us, but we're now a part of Polygon Gaming. So thanks to those guys for giving us some support now. Now that we're a part of them. You can follow us obviously here on Twitch. We appreciate everyone that's followed and showed us love tonight. Sorry for the echo. Try to figure that out for next week. Not sure what the fuck's causing it. Promise we'll get that
It's a
fixed.
Christmas echo.
Yep, we'll get it fixed. Next episode will be this Friday. We will have MVP Pet on, so tune in for that. That will be some lit shit. He's
Sounds
gonna
pretty sick.
he's gonna speak some English, so it'll be an all English class.
Could be a little bit frustrating, but really cool insight. I always love to have the Koreans on.
Follow us on or subscribe to us on YouTube. Smash that motherfucking like button, as all the YouTubers are saying these days. I want 100,000 likes for this motherfucking video before you even watch this shit. Bam! Smash that motherfucking like button. You'll be in GM before you know it.
God. Wow.
Anyway, but yeah,
Thanks for
appreciate
coming on, guys.
everything. Appreciate you guys. Everyone, thank you for watching and take care.